Hello, everybody. Welcome back into the action. Of course, proper action now, not just our faces. We are on screen with Movistar Riders up against forZe. forZe starting off on this T side. Ready to see what they're going to be capable of. They've got 5 Glocks out, which is certainly interesting, I think. No utility to back them up is a real rarity these days. They're going straight in towards ramp, though. Quick rush. It is actually the first frag to come outside. They have scared Blade off of the ramp angle, certainly not giving him an easy start into this game. It will be a 4 versus 4 as Crow flies out of mess close to the action. Maybe trying to take him down before they get that bomb planted. Nice aggressive move coming in from the T side. This is about to get a bit messy. However, things looking good. Gokashima in from the side with 2, leaving Mopoz on hardly any HP. He very quickly brings it down to a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, Crab's just booking it. He doesn't care. Right way to play it. Guarantee a bomb plant. But, oh my god, he plants front sight and he will fall. It's such a weird choice of plant. They know where Mopoz is, down towards single door, because he's just killed his teammate. To plant then front sight feels so risky. He has no exit paths. Even if he's trying to fall back in towards the likes of Heart, there's a very strong chance he gets caught by Mopoz from the swing there. I mean, fair play. Movistar going to win out the round, but really weirdly played in the 1v1 there. Not even actually just in the 1v1. Very weirdly played from the get-go. A scrappy round of Counter-Strike. Does not go in their favor. Crowd had to hit 1 bullet, and he, well, shoots twice, hits none. Good first round. Movistar going to find a good start. Even if Blade's not getting the kills. If they're winning, it doesn't matter. It's the, I like to call it the Advent effect, Scriv.
Okay, interesting. It's a bit of an out there reference for the folks out there that don't be watching the Asian Counter-Strike. I suppose he's made it into the international realm a little bit, so they may well know.
Third lowest rating on LAN ever, I think.
Yep.
Or second.
Smart guy though. Smart guy. It's not all about.
True.
As someone who is also a low fragging. I think
somehow smart, Scriv. It's just you got the best of no worlds.
Let's just talk about the game, man. Let's just talk about the game. Leave me before I say something I regret. All right, live on air. All right. Mopoz tagged down. AVG down below, only good for the 1. This is also a mad round. We have had a bit of banter there, but 4 on 2 out of nowhere. Suddenly down to just 1, but there were fights happening all over the place, it felt like.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a weird one. Bomb goes down, that's the main thing, and of course now this round is done. Blade, yeah, it's unfortunate. Back turn, nothing he could do. Looking in the direction of ramp, seeing if he catch anyone on the tail end. But it's not to be. So this comes out to another situation as well. People talk about the importance of pistol rounds coming in towards CS2, but honestly, it's the force buys that are more important. Movistar now have to essentially go into a force buy themselves because they're in double eco territory. But unfortunately, as they're on the CT side, they don't really have a lot to bring to the table. So a couple of upgraded pistols, that's basically it. And it does put forZe in actually a really good position to now start chaining rounds together. This is a very good opportunity at a second. They find a second, but break the economy again of Movistar. Can make it a third. They can start to pull away pretty early doors. And on T side, that's important. Result for the first.
Nothing much coming here for the pistols. They will lose control of the A-bomb site. Able to just park up a little bit, right? Retrieve that bomb, play it safe. I think you get yourself into a position like this where it's like, okay, we've realized they're forcing. We've also taken out 2 of them. Let's try and make this as clean as we possibly can. Maybe be a bit cheeky, hold on to some of that utility. Just springboard this T-side as massively as possible. We really have seen the force buy, the second round force buy after losing the pistol, fade away quite a bit, especially for that CT side. So Movistar Riders might just be incurring a bit of a weird one moving forwards, but we'll see.
Oh, anything on the way out would be nice, but it looks like Movistar really aren't going to scratch the surface here. Gone for a full save, nice and easy, and that'll be forZe up to their second. The main thing is, I guess, keeping a couple of, well, anything basically for Movistar is better than nothing. like we said, losing that, they would have been in a little bit of trouble in terms of finances. They wouldn't even have been able to get the luxury of upgraded pistols. Thankfully, at Eagle 257s, they can try and find some level of economical damage. But it is still going to be forZe taking a lead on the T side. Should be made a 2-round buffer zone, which, as Nuke goes as a map, it ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. So, we take a breather. We're not expecting all too much to come through from Movistar here. And this feels like a little bit of a throwaway round, all things considered.
Yeah, we'll see. There's still a bit of danger in there, I think, with saved Eagle. A couple 5.7s at close range. Result taking this entry once again. There it is, though. Adam will find the first head, and they're going to go into the danger zone here with this one, to be honest. Result creeping around. Got the reactions. 4-2, and he will spot out a couple more there, I believe, so that'll just call for the charge towards B. However, there's, you know, guns to be retrieved here. A lot of cashola being made by the Movistar Riders. One-tap potential of the AK. But the round itself should go the way of forZe with this bomb going down momentarily.
Shelfie looking for anything on the outside. He might just get it as well. Just is, well, just in towards main. Nearly an opportunity there to find a frag as well, but it isn't the case. Shelfie, Krad, Gokashima. It's a very simple post one. It's more actually about trying to deny all that much being kind of saved, to be honest. An AK is not a bad pickup for Adam S at all. And Blake having a Galil, not too bad. They will have a buy, but saving anything is good. Blade holding util. Any sort of fight that's taken here, of course, should be okay. But forZe's going to make it a 3-1 scoreline. Not a bad position to be in. On a T side as well, this is pretty decent, of course, being their map pick to starting out the gate strong. Very good to see. Now, traditionally, you would kind of chalk these sort of rounds up to being semi-bonus buys, but forZe, they got money to work with. They've got decent rifles on deck. 4x versus 4x. This is the first true test of what Movistar and this CT hold is going to look like. We have to expect and hope something comes to the fray.
Certainly looking to heat up a little. It's obviously been delayed to get us in to this first rifle buy, but we are indeed here. Bit of weirdness on the ladder. They hold off a second before moving up and getting their utility out. Oh, Adam S, he nearly had an opportunity for a perfect opening frag, but a flash came from somewhere that left him blind. Krad capitalizes, and Krad's going to get a lot of space over here as well. Blade will hear all of this, but forZe are not pulling any punches in this first official rifle. Easy opening frags for them. Mopos with a bit of a flank, bit of a crunch. Davy G with a big kill there. The B-bomb site looks quite vulnerable from this position. And with Davy G being pushed up so far, they have capitalized, they have taken the control. Do we even still want to go for this on the Movistar Riders side?
It's the big question, isn't it? Kind of feels not worth it anymore. Keeping hold of an AK and an M4A1S, especially in their financial situation, seems like absolutely the best call. Especially considering some of the damage remains unconfirmed as well. They don't actually really know how low. Really, Gokashima Krad, Shelfie are. Granted, on paper looks okay. Dabby G gets a freebie on the tail end. That's another one for the stats, but it is just going to be that safe call like we spoke of. They're going to fall away. And, well, it'll be forZe pulling further and further away. I mean, so far, it's been very plain sailing. I think we were quite scared of this as well, to a degree, in the sense that, you know, because this team's in a little bit awry for Movistar, fundamentally, forZe can just play this like a pug. And they're always going to know that, unfortunately, you know, don't want to bash Blade. He hasn't been in the server too recently. He just can't really keep up with the youngsters. These forZe guys, they're pretty cracked.
Yep. Yeah, everything moving a lot faster, and I mean, who even knows really for Blade how much time he's been putting into the game of CS2, you know? There's obviously the extracurricular and flying around on maps and all this, but that's very different, I would imagine, from putting in hard hours of playing and getting used to the mechanics. But we'll see. If we can get him to double digits, that would be cool. 5 on 4.
Ambitious.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Your
Stranger
faith.
things have happened, yeah. And he just needs to match him in the aggression. We've got a nice start here. Beautiful little angle there from Adam S to continue the man advantage. Brad looking out for the trade. We'll get it, but how long does he stay alive is ultimately the question. There he is, Blade on the board. And a pretty big kill for him, actually, to sort of solidify this round, I would say.
Well, Davy will see it off as well. Even though Blade does fall, Impact's there, job done, basically playing the trade. So, fundamentally, not bad. Movistar going to find their second. And at least there's a little bit of conversation to be had here, especially on these 4-buy rounds as well. Well, in my sense, I was very worried that essentially forZe are going to continue to just blow them out the water and just raw angels. Nicely played. Adam S in a little bit of an off angle towards credit. Everything slots into place. So, up to a second, Movistar making at least a conversation here. Inconsistency, though.
Adam S. Pretty good spot for him here. He's lost a teammate in on the site, but we like playing out from Mini. Might be able to have a great deal of impact. It does look to be an A move, at least for now. You know, they're not really committing to anything. Could easily rotate around to B, which I think is what they're going to do, right? Take the ramp angle and give that a go. Still with the advantage. What can Davy G get done on the headshot angle? Flashes are good. Fight outside goes the way of Adam. But we're back downstairs. It's not a fast follow from forZe. They're just taking the ramp control and working from there. Slow,
but effective. Let's just take as much space as they can. But in this kind of 4 versus 4 situation, a lot of this comes down to Gokashima. Blade, hello. Gonna get a double before he falls. Talk about impact. On the big man. Good work. Molotov gonna come over. I'm pretty sure misses there from Shalfie. So actually just Molotovs himself. Wrestle's got some space. He's low. Does he clear? Not effectively. Mopo's going to find one. Make that 2. On the jump, Shalfie gets his head ripped off his shoulders. Movistar are going to find a 3rd. This is all right. This is now starting to look like a fairly decent run out in the early portion by Movistar. Like we said, we're looking at consistency. They found it, and money's not great for forZe. They've gone into a force buy, but it is going to be in that Tinners on just the Tech 9. Not exactly fully fleshed by any means.
A lot of aggression outside early on. A lot of utility to back it up. Crad is going to take an awful lot of damage. Adam S through the smoke finds a kill. So he's done a lot so far this round. A bit of it unconfirmed, but he might just have set the tone for it, to be honest. I don't really know that forZe will be able to recover from here. It's a nice little fake out idea outside that they make it look like they're going down secret, but actually gain control. This has worked perfectly, right? There's nobody out here. Mopos is now going to give it a look, but surely in the sort of 10 seconds that we've not been looking, there's no way anyone could have crossed just yet. And that is not the case, of course. So the map control that forZe have is pretty good. It's just a question of whether they'll be able to do anything with it. Davy G will go down from on high. I feel like that's going to be the only kill that they get from this sneaky little move, to be honest.
I think you're right. The 3 remaining for forZe. A bit of a tough task now to try and get back in towards this game. Mopos or hair Crad towards our side. Tinner, not as much in own quantity, but Crad's going to join up with him. That's going so loud here. What is the play? How is he still alive? Flash in the corner. Crad going to play around it. This is hectic. 30 seconds to speak of. Shalfie finds just. Another round opens up a little bit, which Crad found Mopos on the swing. Down goes one. Bomb Pong can come through. And this round's open up. It's flipped in the way we didn't expect.
Absolute madness. Still certainly possible, though, for the CT side, sorry, to get back into this. Shalfie out from the back vent. Molotov to deal with him, but he's going to take an early peek. Well timed and well landed for the double spray down. Thank you very much. Lovely end to that round for forZe and a fantastic bounce back.
It ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. forZe needed it as well. Really nicely done in that 3 versus 4 situation. Clawing it back in their favor. Very importantly done. Shalfie as well. Who says spraying is tough in CS2? Shalfie got other ideas. Nicely done. forZe once again extend that lead to 2 rounds. Now, Movi, it's still a buy, not a great one. 3 M4s, an MP9 in the hands of Blade. Davy on the GOAT gun, the XM. What can he do with it?
Well, we're about to find out. Oh, yikes. The boost didn't quite work. I think might have been heard by Tinner, to be fair. Could have made their way back up there again. Not the end of the world, but either way.
Yeah, I mean, even up close, it'll be fine, right? At least it's, you know, enough for now. We'll see. We'll hope. Question, of course, did even go that way? forZe are playing so slow in the mid-round here. They're not doing anything. Not even in the mid-round, the early round. No, they're not done anything so far. Now they will, though, popping out towards A. Just only good for one. Blade in a hell of a lot of trouble. Toes being tickled by the flames. No chance. But Daviji's got space in the rotate at the very least. Gokashima's holding and deleting. I think this round's done, Scriv.
Yeah, I think so too. It is a damn shame here, but forZe have really hit a solid groove. Movistar Riders struggling for the big C word. Consistency. And in the past couple rounds, struggling in the mid-round, in the high-pressure moments, you know, where it's like, okay, it's a bit even. Here's the make or break, and they seem to be crumbling every time. So it's not a great look thus far. And forZe absolutely, as we have mentioned a couple times, just abusing the fact that they are a team in flux at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you got to respect them as well. In these sort of games, especially in this situation overall, right? We're in a lower bracket. We're not in a comfortable spot, fundamentally speaking, with kind of qualification of where you stand in ESL on the line, right? I mean, technically speaking, there still is 2 Pro League spots up for grabs. Even though it's a lower bracket, we can see a lower bracket run come through. But it's one of those situations where for forZe, they can't let off, even though they're against a weakened opponent. They can't pull any punches in towards this sort of game.
Time being taken here by the Movistar Riders. They realize that things are starting to slip away from them, especially, you know, you're looking at a 7-3 here, right? And that has potential to stretch to 9 for forZe, which is a really great T-side. Not a lot of time remaining if that's the type of scoreline that they hit. So it's a case of recovery here. Shouldn't be able to win this round. They'll be acutely aware of that as well. Does happen from time to time, but ultimately this is looking to be a forZe 7th, and then it's all about recovering as best you can for the Spaniards.
Let's see. Crad, early space. Does take a tag. I think he was worried that someone might have pushed through that smoke. Well, no, it was just a random pop shot, which, I mean, semi-successful. Davy down here with a 5-7. At this sort of close range as well, even if he had full armor, it would be a risk. Those 5-7s can be mean. There's 2 of them here as well. Whoa. Onto CZ. They're going to run into it. Crad lines up both. Finds both. The Blade Lancer back. Big man's hidden. I'd love to see it.
He'll get away with the AK, but forZe are going to win the round. And Adam and Just may well go for some exits, but yeah, there won't be too much action from here on in as expected. It is indeed forZe taking things, so very nicely done. Not too much sweat off the brow at the moment. But a challenge lies ahead for Movistar Riders. It is going to be a hard couple of rounds, really important couple of rounds as well, and then they have to hit a nice start into the second half as well. So there's a lot that has to change for Movistar Riders thanks to that timeout.
That's exactly it. So, I mean, one of those rounds we're not expecting all too much. Fundamentally speaking, This has been a very simple half of Counter-Strike. forZe looking very, very clean in terms of some of these fights, looking very comfortable in terms of the playstyle. Not actually doing anything too audacious in terms of the kind of the strat book either. They haven't had to delve all that deep into it. Of course, I think you'd probably expect that in this sort of game. Movistar playing quite raw. Even though obviously Blade understands the playstyle, he's having to fill a lot of really tough gaps. Martinez played some high-impact positions, of course, can't anymore. So someone else has taken that position and Blade's now filling. It's a really awkward kind of team dynamic. Adam S for one. Shadow spotted. He can't even make it a one, though. Morpos on Chet. I don't think they'd expect 3 towards A. One playing through main, one alt vent, and one backside, but Wrestle's going to fall away.
Not a bad position for Movistar Riders to be in. A lot of it's going to be off the back of Davy G. Distraction around the corner. Crab gets taken very low. Molotov is perfect. His HP bars are absolutely awful for forZe right now. Result on the entry, as always. Good for one. Knows where the second is at. Finds him too. It's all on to Result, however. His teammates have let him down. They've all fallen. And he is left alone to recover a bomb as well, is the big thing here. 45 seconds to do it in, so that's not too much of a problem. It's just isolating the kills, not taking too much damage, and figuring out where he needs to clear and when he needs to speed up, because he can't be walking for the rest of the round. Yeah. Time is of the essence. Pop flash in the corner. Nothing to be found. Movistar playing a 1-1 split here as well. One down towards B. One in the direction of A. Just going to try and deny. Tap on towards the bomb, and he'll give away his position. Now going to play inside the smoke. Result. Time is ticking, my friend. 10 seconds. Surely he's got to take the plant now as well and hope for the best that he survives. He might just get it. He's been knifed in the smoke as well. And he'll fall to the hands of Morpos. Another weird round of Counter-Strike. And Morpos will clean up with 3 kills to his name. Morpos are going to find their 4th on the board. Weird and wacky, but I think that was just some poor spacing taken out of the forZe side as well. If that Molotov hadn't come towards double door, they probably would have got decent room, but unfortunately, all fell apart. Good stuff from Movistar, though. This is the road to recovery that we were talking about, and they have certainly done well there in the previous. They just need to do it again, I suppose. Crab going nice and fast outside. We've seen forZe go for this a couple of times, making a lot of noise over here. It's an absolute mess, though. They've lost a lot of members with the lobby crunch coming in. Shalfie pulls out, I believe they call it the Canadian, of course, but he has been left alone and isolated. Oh my goodness, Davy G just round the corner. I wasn't sure if he was going to discover him or not, and now a creep down from Shalfie to attempt to find this frag. Wanting a bit more from it. I don't know that he's necessarily going to get it. Waiting for his teammate maybe to get into a decent position so that they can burst on to B. Davy G really not moving. Bomb is on its way. Down secret. So about now would probably be the time to get the kill. There it is. And they will pick up the pace, get this bomb down, try and get into decent post plants, etc., etc. Ooh, or will they? Gokushima actually pulls off for a second, so we'll see. A little interesting. Smoke goes down, open plant coming in. Could potentially be cancelled by Adam S. Yeah, I was going to say there's a weirdness around that smoke, and none of it really works out. 7-5 at the turn of the half. A decent little recovery there from Movistar Riders. Will it be enough from a CT side? Difficult to tell. We're going to take... Are we? I'm not sure. Are we straight back into things here? It doesn't seem like there's a break coming in. Yeah, as the timer goes down, it doesn't seem like there's a break at halftime there. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Why not? Straight into the action. We'll take it all day. I'm assuming we are back into the second half. We are. Who needs a break? Accelerate your schedule, baby. We're behind it. Let's speed things up. Straight into the second half. 7-5. forZe. Can they keep this lead? Can they extend this lead? Gokushima's going to try and make sure of it. Gets dinked. Gets double dinked. Dropped by Just. bad at all to kick things off here. Tinner, though, on high, could do a lot of damage. Will manage to find one. Shalfie's also chimed in, running out of ammo, but Tinner able to stay alive, buy some space for Resalt to come in from above. He does not last long, however. Crad in the 1 versus 2. There is a kit available out towards Heaven, actually, so he's going to put himself into a pretty good spot, I would say. I don't know whether they'll expect him. Oh, this quickly. That timing is absolute filth, and he comes away with both. Ridiculousness. Oh, my goodness. Adam S. was looking up and just switched off the angle as Crad popped his head up.
Well, you really do hate to see it. But of course, for forZe, that's a very strong position to now lock themselves into. They now can start, slowly but surely, pulling away to at least some decent regard. Still, a little bit more going to be needed out of this forZe side to get comfortable just yet, but a 3-round advantage. Funny enough, we don't see Movistar going towards that full force buy. Usually when teams get a bomb plant, that's normally enough to justify him. Movistar, other ideas? Going to go for a half buy here. I hope they can maybe once again get another bomb plant to justify the means to AKs in the next round. forZe, this one should be a little bit of a freebie.
Yeah, we'll see. Gokashima looking to get a bit of a positional change. Crad as well is moving into the position at ramp, so we'll see here. What is the move? Crad sort of sticking around. Oh, Shalfie maybe going to get caught here. Bit of a strange pan out here against the pistols, and Resalt's actually lost his head, so it's a pretty big deal, I would say. 3 versus 3. Tinner is down below, trying to deny the bomb plant, be a bit of a nuisance. Maybe goes a bit early. Maybe just got to play for the retake there. Let them get the bomb plant. Ugh, it's not great. It's not a great look at all. Shalfie has to find this kill, and he doesn't. It's Gokashima alone against 3.
This has been really poorly played. Labor spray. Surely cracking a reload. No, not even. Just going to drop Gokashima. And as Movistar winning a half buy, not even a force buy as well. forZe playing that really poorly. So disjointed and essentially thinking they could do it themselves.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a strange one. I believe we are, speaking of strange things, taking a break now. Yeah, not really sure what's happened there, unfortunately. So we'll leave you with the highlights and we will be back after this short break.
going on, everybody? Bit of a weird one. But we'll just roll with it. Let's just ignore what happened. How about that? We're back underway. It's 8-6. Movistar just won the round prior. Chalfie trying to take a couple of pop shots with the Deagle ineffectively. And now they know that there's a bit of a horde coming down towards Secret in just a second. Gokushima does not want to fight that at all.
No, I don't think so. However, it is probably all part of the plan, right? They're playing around a high number of players over on B, and I think that's sort of what he's trying to sell here, is that maybe, oh, I'm alone, you know, I'm playing safe because I don't want to die and lose control of B, but it's a sell, isn't it? Just a question of whether they buy it. Down goes Gokushima. Mopos. Standoff here with Resalt does get the drop on him, though, so slim advantage. Brad in a great spot here with the Deagle. Oh, he just got in for a spam. He might have come away with a kill there, to be honest with you. Not going to be the case now. Just battling for survival. Finds one. He's only got 3 bullets left here. Can he do any more damage with this? Is the big question. He's all alone. Unfortunately, falls pretty quickly. Couple of kills. Not the end of the world. forZe get some kill bonus back for their pistols, but ultimately they have to stomach this one, and yeah, it's been a rough start to the half for them. Yeah,
absolutely. Safe to say, not looking too great right now for forZe. Money not great, so it's not going to be a buy-in towards this round. Movistar should be able to tie this game up 8 rounds apiece, and then we absolutely have a game on our hands. Questions, of course, being now, when you look towards forZe, being in a more preferred side of the CT side of Nuke. Get the guns back in play. How are they going to try and, once again, reclaim some space in this game? Bit of a boost here. This round's all about trying to make it expensive towards the T sides. Ooh, and there's a ding that comes through towards Mopos. No kill for Crad.
Not quite yet. Mopos working his way downstairs with the rest of the boys. He's a little apprehensive here, though. Just, you know, let everyone else do the work. He's done his bit. Doesn't want to go down. But with them going downstairs, it does look like they should be able to get this round pretty easily, right? Everybody else for forZe is on the upper bomb site in and around it, actually starting to move outside a little bit here and try and isolate this player that they've spotted, but the round itself is easily going the way of the T's. So we're ready and waiting for this next round, see what forZe have got in store for us. Movistar Riders, pretty good opening, considering the fact that they lost the pistol, right? Great to see them on the force by victory and picking up speed.
Well, this round has unfortunately amounted to really nothing. Estel's got an AK, though, at the very least. We'll keep hold of those. Well, hopefully, at the very least. And then the rest of the team, it wouldn't even be the worst thing if forZe sent the rest of the pistols, Chalfie, Tina, Gokushima into a fight. Big thing, of course, being is Wrestle's got to keep hold of this AK. Thankfully, gets another kill. Might be a Molotov off the back of it as well. I don't think he's going to get hunted, so he should be fine. They're actually all grouped up in the direction of Ram. So 8-all. Movistar tied this game up. There is some level of a fight being had here. At least a little bit more challenging than kind of initially anticipating. Movistar, for them, keep things swimming over for forZe. First full buy absolutely needs to be converted now. We need to start seeing this force side reclaim the space that they once had.
Better late than never, I suppose. But yes, it is starting to get into the realms of possibility for Movistar Riders to be nicking this one away, which would be a hell of a thing. But between them and 13, there's 3 or 4 solid rifle rounds. It's not the most amount of work in the world. Deep nade. Good damage there from Crad. He's a fantastic ramp player, very difficult to get past. You can see that coming into fruition here with a sneaky little angle. It does get 3-5, maybe the side of him spotted. It's all a bit of a bait play, though, into Gokushima's crosshair. He goes down swiftly as well. The double ramp stack has really not worked, and that weakens up the defense massively. They know that there's not going to be a lot of presence from the rest of the team here. Resalt making a lot of noise, just going in aggressively, loses his life. There's nothing forZe can do right now. It will be a save.
It's got to be. forZe looking very unsure about themselves at the moment. Not being a showing that we'd expect at all. And there's, like I said, there's a world. Movistar do not mind this map at all. It's been a map which has been ingrained within Movistar for a long, long time. They've more than kind of happily played this map when it's cropped up. And yeah, right now, showing exactly what they've got in the locker. Play not even putting up a bad game as well. Keeping up with the likes of Justin. One ahead of Davy G. Looking like a regular part of the server. And playing not the greatest roles either. Credit to him, the coach. Looking okay. Lead taken by Movistar. Again, we look towards forZe and ask a couple of questions. They are starting to seriously struggle now. They can't even buy properly either. Technically, drops could come through from Shalfie and Tinder. They're not going to be pretty drops. And Resso had enough to drop one of his own. Really an uncomfortable situation. It looks like they're going to go for a half bite around what they kept. Even that doesn't fill you with too much joy. Obviously, I've got a good position now where they can start to pull further and further away. Shalfie going to try and go aggro toward that side. Nice nade. Blade eats the bulk of it. But he lines up too. Shalfie looking for more scalps and he makes it a 4K. Brilliant from Shalfie. All down to Mopos in a matter of moments. Crowd will fall, but feed Shalfie the 5th. He wants it. He won't find it. Reto sees it off. But all comes down to a bit of a Shalfie masterclass. Nicely done.
Literally had his ace stolen. He was in the process and just completely KS from Result there. But, you know, what are you going to do? You got a beautiful 4K. Get that in your YouTube highlights, my good man. That was very sexy. And he's having a great game as well, to be honest with you. The 4 definitely helps, but he was at the top end of the scoreboard there, winning out a lot of his fights. They're going to need him to continue putting up performances like that outside if they are to take this map. It does seem it's not quite as easy as maybe first thought for forZe, and perhaps indeed first thought for them. Okay. Great round in the last one. Shalfie a little bit asleep in this one. I think that's even putting it nicely. I'm not quite sure what the game plan with the nade was there, but he left himself very vulnerable, obviously.
Oh, just love the smoke as well. Just punishing Crad. Now Gokashima got a really tough task. He's already out towards the side. He's not going to be able to stop them crossing as well for that safe plant. Now we're in a uncomfortable spot. Once again, I think for forZe, the best call here is just the save.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. forZe can't really find the proper way in, you know, and they lose out to a lot of speed in this round as well. You'd maybe expect that as a response from Movistar riders, and often we see it falter, don't we? You know, like you lose a round, you go for something fast and aggressive, and you don't find that much success from it. But yeah, forZe not doing too great in that sense. It's difficult. It is difficult. They're still going to have money. They will be able to reinvest into the next one, but it's complicated from here on in. To be honest with you, it feels like Movistar riders have really got control of this T side.
Absolutely. Everything is, well, it's slotting into place. At the moment. Very worrying times for forZe. One round in the hole. Thankfully, I guess they have money in reserves, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. Movistar are doing enough just to stay ahead, keep clean. Everything is slotting into quite a nice little position for them. AWP out though. Gokashima going to wield it, of course. No AWP on the side of Movistar. They're playing all rifles, probably all game. Nade will break that smoke. Bit of a tag going to come through both ways. Tina holding, waiting for something to come his way. Nothing going to open up just yet. It's Gokashima. The AWP trying to deny anyone making that crossing towards May.
Nice pick up from Resol. Really big deal for forZe. He's untraded, he's unskilled. Oh, he's close to another one, you know. It is a safe back away here from the forZe side of things. They really have to run with that man advantage from here.
Molotov comes down. I think it clips in a way that wasn't expected. Ready though now. Trying to hit into the direction around. Mopos jiggling on the corner. Crowd fall blind. He will just about get away. But Mopos finds the AWP. And just to find Tinner. Now that's space towards A if they want to use it.
It's there. It's definitely here. Resalt. Oh, doesn't know where to look, man. He's aware that there's potentially somebody above him, but got to keep his back covered as well. This is really difficult to call for him. He's going to flash out, try and take that peek, but Mopos, patience pays off. Trade's not really there for pickup. So any route back into the round for forZe has been thwarted. Oh, and Mopos even gets another. Beautiful from Movistar Riders, and it was forZe that started off with the kill, with the advantage. So Movistar Riders really going above and beyond right now. This is impressive stuff.
It ain't bad. It ain't bad. Head towards heaven, but of course, known in that direction shall feel fall. And Movistar Riders 2 rounds ahead. Looking okay at 11-9. Not the result we were expecting at all. This is one of those situations, again, where everything looks like it has to start into place for forZe. The veto, the situation with Movistar using a coach, and even still, they're not able to win this. This will be a dire upset. They shadow of it out. But we'll see. Plenty of time left in this map, in this series. I'm assuming that forZe not peeking here. This might be a round reset on the cards.
Yeah, not quite sure. I did hear a ping in chat last round, but I think as soon as it came in, Resalt killed somebody. So, you know, damage had been done, all that sort of stuff. Unable to get the reset. But yeah, it's difficult from this point in, I think. Movistar Riders, though, obviously in this really, really good spot. They're likely to hit 12. I mean, the buyer is going to be there from forZe, you would assume, right? They have the cash. I think we're just going to come briefly back to us on cameras as well, so prepare yourself for that.
Yeah.
But either way, a little bit of a reset there. Not quite sure what is going down. Didn't go into a tech pause. Didn't get restarted before we got out of game. So might be a bit of an extended issue. Unfortunately, it has been a topsy-turvy game in that sense so far this evening.
Yeah, definitely not the result we were looking for. I think right now we came into this game with the only expectation being that of this is a prime opportunity. This is a very good place for forZe to be in. They're coming in a very good veto. Everything feels like it should be locking itself into place, and now not so much. You got Movistar 2 rounds ahead, 2 rounds away as well from stealing away forZe's map pick and then going in towards their own. It's not a bad position to be in. I guess why we got this break. Not a bad time to run through some of the other results. Of course, Apex are taking on Space. Apex won map number 1 and are currently 11-1 up on map number 2. So that one is looking extremely one-sided. And on the other game as well, this Sinners taking on 9. Their map 1 is only just ended because it ended 25-21. So
Jeez.
Triple OT. Yeah, marathon there, which Sinners actually ended up beating out 9 in towards deep in towards triple OT there on map number 1, which is God knows. It's Sinners' pick of Ancient. So not bad. Not bad. Looks like a good game there.
Yeah, absolutely crazy stuff going on, I suppose, across the board in the playoffs. You know, it's really been an unpredictable affair, I think it is safe to say. Thus far, definitely with our game and with the other games that are going on as well. So yeah, this is getting out of hand. Maybe we need some normal Counter-Strike. Goodness me, but yeah, a really sort of, just to bring it back to ours, I think surprising kind of result. Things going quite well with the way that Movistar Riders are playing, and obviously man down, no AWP. I guess Nuke is a map where you can kind of get away with that, especially on your T side, right? It's definitely not needed as much, but in the same vein, a really, really big challenge moving forwards for them to continue this for the rest of the series. I think it's safe to say we are indeed back into things. Looks like we've all been reset. Everybody's happy. forZe then battling for a bit of survival. Obviously, no match point just yet, but it is pretty close.
It's looking very good at the moment. This is a very solid position to be if you are Movistar in this round, and Money's not going to look great. Mopaz, brilliant double entry, will be traded out by Shalfie, who then falls to the hands of Adam S and falls down the ladder too, just for insult to injury. This might be it. I think they might even be calling for a save.
Yeah, kind of looks that way, Chief. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely wild. And again, Movistar Riders kind of coming in with the disrespect. You know, it's been a really in-your-face kind of teaser, which is so surprising that it's working, obviously. But even if you just go a bit further behind that, it's very surprising that that's what they're calling for. You'd kind of think that it's like, okay, let's get players like Adam, players like Mopaz to set themselves up or be set up by the supportive elements, etc., etc. And they are the ones finding the kills, of course, but you'd think it'd take a bit more time because they have an extra thing to work with. But I guess everything must be so well worked out beforehand that Blade slots in. He just, you know, fills some roles that Martinez had, and everything else is working pretty nicely.
Yeah, I was quite concerned as well, just because Martinez plays obviously quite tough roles for someone who's maybe not used to, you know, plays very high impact roles, right? You know, there's no two ways around it. He's always in the action, playing a lot of those hero positions with the AWP. It's tough to slot Blade into them, so fundamentally somebody else has to take his positions, then Blade has to take theirs. It's quite messy in that sense, but they've made it work so far quite nicely. forZe, at least do have a buy to speak of. Gokashima going aggro here. Molotov. Burn out a mess a little bit. Gokashima misses his chance there, and a second crack at it. Adam S will delete him.
Very, very nasty indeed. Oh, through the smoke. There is a trade back, however. Will it be short-lived? Will it be useful? Bit of free fire is not quite good enough for Davy G, but they find him on the edge of the smoke. Result with a big one. It's another wild round coming in. 2 versus 2 when the dust settles, though. Certainly sets forZe up for a potential 10th. But on the flip, Movistar Riders could close things here and now and steal away the nuke of forZe, which would just be so wild in and of itself. But with the coach standing in, mental. He's here in this scenario. Blade attempting to come alive. We'll see what he can do.
Oliver, they come through. Smoke guns towards the left-hand side as well. This is Utah at the very least. Just knows angles. Nice shot. It's doable. Just maybe slightly overextending. Could be in trouble. Rest on the corner. We'll find him. And it puts Blade in the 1v1. What can he do? Double flash on the corner. Blade sticking around, wanting a fight, finding a fight. And Blade closes it. Cracks double digits at the tail end too. Couldn't have asked for anybody else to win it out in that situation. Just like that, Movistar steal away forZe's map pick with the coach playing.
Mind-blowing.